Hi everyone. So I wanted to make a little video on alcohol, and specifically for during this time of self-isolation, because there's been a lot of kind of memes jumping around, joking about the fact that we're all just going to become alcoholics by the end of this. And obviously they're joking, but it just kind of got me to thinking that if we're not careful, that could very well become our reality. Because, yesterday I was walking back from the grocery store and I saw this huge queue of people, and it was about 1.5 blocks long. And I looked to what the store was, and it was LCBO, which is the big alcohol store in Canada. And I mean, the fact that the Canadian government as well have classified that as like an essential goods store, that in itself shows already how much of a reliance we have on this substance. And obviously, this whole time would be so much easier if we just numb the whole thing, numb the pain, numb the stress. And I can say from first-hand experience, I used to do that all the time with alcohol. I used to numb any pain, numb any lack of self-love, and that would, I guess, help in the short term, but definitely wouldn't help in the long term. And I've actually been sober now for 1.5 years, and that is definitely the thing that I found hardest about sobriety, was not being able to numb any pains anymore. But that is also the greatest gift that I got from sobriety, was actually starting healing myself. Rather than just numbing pain, I started to heal it. And this is going to sound like me plugging like don't drink alcohol, but that's not the case at all. For me, I think everyone's entitled to any vice that they want. I still have mine, but the difference is that I think a vice should be something that you enjoy rather than something that you need. And for me personally, I got to a stage where I needed alcohol rather than enjoyed it. And I think during this time of crisis, it can be a time where people start to turn to alcohol to numb the pain. And, I might sound like I'm being really extreme saying this, but we don't know how long self-isolation is going to be. So you thinking, oh, it's just a glass of wine a night, if that then turns into 2 glasses of wine a night, then a bottle a night, then 2 bottles a night, then, by the end of this whole thing, it could get to a stage where you need that amount even just to function when you come out of this whole quarantine thing. And I guess I just love the idea of us using this time to become more connected to ourselves rather than disconnected to ourselves. So that's why I just wanted to make this video, because I think it would be so beautiful if we could all come out of this as better versions of ourselves. And I think the way to do that is to not be scared of these emotions that are coming up, because, I think in society we're very conditioned that we should try and suppress these emotions. But if we allow them in and listen to them and then heal them, we can come out of this whole thing as such better versions of ourselves. And also we can come out of it when we have to deal with stressful situations after this whole thing. We can be able to deal with them in a much more productive way than we could have done before. So yeah, that's my little tip to everybody. It's not me saying don't drink alcohol. It's just to be aware of how you're using alcohol. Are you still enjoying it, or are you using it to numb any pain? I also have been thinking about making a video about my sobriety, so let me know if anyone would be interested in hearing a video about my story with sobriety. I'm more than happy to share it with people. Anyway, I hope that everybody is healthy and happy during this time, and sending lots of love and light to everybody.